Well, I'm back on my favorite spot. Today's mission is what they're calling the 3 bucket challenge. It's a challenge going around YouTube for the YouTube prospectors. Run, well, in your pick your best area where you're finding the gold. Run 3 5-gallon buckets and see who gets the most gold out of that material. It's just for fun. Probably I don't know if I'll weigh it. If I get enough gold, I'll weigh it. But it's just an honor system. Just having some fun. But I figured I'd come back here because the last time I was here, when I was doing the cage filter where I was recirculating water, I dug 2 buckets right here and got a really good bit of gold. So I'm gonna get the rocks out, prep the area, and then I'm gonna try to get work my way down a little because I know the gold's coming toward me. I think after, just out of curiosity, I'm gonna run 1 or 2 buckets further up because I want to see where the gold is actually starting. But I don't want to do that for this challenge. I know the gold's in here, so I'm gonna just big area. Unfortunately, I only have 1 5-gallon bucket. I don't like 5-gallon buckets. I actually use the 3 gallons. When you're classifying material down to 3/8, quarter, that stuff gets super heavy. So 5-gallon buckets trying to carry along these jagged rocks and slippery, not fun. So what I'm gonna do, I have a big tote. As I fill these, I'll just dump them in and fill that tote up. I got my Goldbox all set up, everything running, and or all prepped. And I'm gonna try to do this in one take. I don't think my camera is gonna be happy with it, and that means I'm gonna have to dig super fast because I don't know how much memory I can put on this. But it's probably gonna take a while, at least probably 45 minutes just to dig this. I could be wrong, unless it's a little soft, but we'll find out. But I do think my best chance of getting the most gold here will be right here from what I've seen so far. So let me set you up. We'll fast forward through all the digging. I don't think you want to watch 45 minutes of me digging. And then I'll run the material and we'll see the results. I'm kind of curious. I think I can do really well. So let's do this. All right, let's do this. I got my energy drink. I'm gonna down this. I'm gonna need it. Oh, this isn't gonna be fun. So let's start the fast forwarding and bring on the music. Checking to see if it's still working. It is. I don't know if this is going to show up. See that? That caught my eye. That's why you break up the clay. This is a big blob of cat clay. I'll pan it out separate I mean, it could be a yellow rock, but I think that is gold. There's a couple other flakes I saw in there. But man, that's a lot of material. All right, let me cue the fast forward and the music, and let's run the material. This is gonna take a little while. The clay I'll do afterwards. We'll do that separate. As I thought, I guess I was going the wrong way digging. So I think I'll get this to show up, and then I'll do a close up. At least you see. Maybe a little more in the pan, and plus I want to do that the clay. And there's the gold. Not horrible, but I thought there'd be more. That was a lot of material. But let me get this cleaned up, and then I'll just do the clay pieces, and then I'll show you the grand total. Well, that was a false alarm with the clay. Unfortunately, that wasn't a piece of gold. It was just a yellow rock. But here's the grand total. Let's hoping a little more. Let's get that out of there. That's not a piece floating around. Not real bad, but I mean, that was a lot of material for little stuff like that. So I don't think I won the challenge, but it was still interesting to see that much material run. And now I know. Well, I cleaned out a big chunk of this. So what I'm gonna do, I only got like 1 or 2 more buckets in me. That was exhausting. I'm gonna try up here, and then maybe a little further up, just to, I wanna see where the gold starts. And then I got a massive mess I gotta clean up. I can't leave all these tailings in here. I gotta fill this hole back in, so. That was a lot of material. I didn't realize how much 3 5-gallon buckets is. But, let me do some more testing, and then I'll show you the results. All right, I moved about 3 feet up, just did 1 bucket. And it's small, but it's there. Quite a bit of it. So not too bad for 1 little bucket. So I'm actually done for the day. But I think next time I come here, I think I'm going to go way up to here and start up there and find the start of this. But I'll probably come back in the fall. I've been hitting this place pretty heavy. It's got the gold, but I want to find new spots. I've been out, I was actually out prospecting this morning for a new spot. And I did find a little gold, but it'll be a little more of a challenge trying to find the good spots on that one. But at least it'll be different. So that'll conclude today's adventure. It's pretty much dig a hole, process the material, and find gold, and repeat. Pretty much the same thing over and over, but yet it's still exciting for some reason. So I'm going to keep doing it. But as I always say, get out there, enjoy nature, enjoy life. It doesn't take much to have some fun. But I'll see you on the next video.